to Nevpo Model Making, and as you can see we're going to be doing Tamiya's Ducati Superleggera V4, and so we've got the kit with some extra bits. So we've got the drag clutch to go with the model, one of Falcon Models chain sets, and a bit of a detail upset as well on there. So what we'll do in a sec is we'll go through each of these and just have a little bit of a look at them, see what's involved, and have a look at the kit, and then we'll have a bit of a chat about what my plans are with it, because I'm considering doing it a different colour, but I'm not really decided which one yet. So that's what we're going to be doing with a few extra bits. Okay, so we'll have a bit of a sort out on my desk, and then we'll come back and go through these. Okay, so we'll start off with the Hobby Designs dry clutch for the Ducati. So as you say, I got this from Ducati Models. So we've got a little instruction sheet which shows what you get with it, a few PE parts, and how everything goes together. Basically all of this replaces just one part. So you can see the part F6. So what do we get? Get a few bits of PE on there, and a little bit of resin 3D printed. So what have we got? There's a few nuts there. There's like a separate part with some nut heads on, and that's a clutch and cover itself, or the little mounting bits that need cutting off. So that all looks very clean. Sure, these little bolt heads and things along here are going to be quite tricky. So the instruction said there should be 6 of them, so there's, as I say, there's 6 along here, but there's several on this bit as well. So I think that's going to be a bit of fun. So basically just build everything up, put this on the top, and I believe this part is red, and the rest of the colours will work out as we go along. Okay, so that's Hobby Designs dry clutch. Just add a bit of detail. Okay, next up we've got the Falcon Scale Models chain set for the bike, and again a bit of a bubble wrap. So we have 2 sort of vent things, which I think has something to do with exhaust on there, so they're sort of in there as an extra. And if we pick it up carefully, we have the chain itself. So with the printing, you've got all the gaps in between the chain links on there, and actually the chain itself. So this part will have the model part with the nuts and things on there, and then you'll cut it somewhere on these sides to fit it to the model. But that it's a nice bit of detail for the model. No instructions with that, because basically it's just the chain itself. Okay, Falcon Scale Models. Not used one of these before, so that'll be nice to have a go at. And next up we'll have the diesel upset, so we'll have a look through that. Right, it's got a couple more detailed up parts for the bike, again from Ducati. So we've got the front fork set and the exhaust set. So it shows all the exhaust bits, but it's also got extra bits for the other bits around the bike, around the handlebars and things. So let's have a look at this one first. So you've got the struts themselves on there. We've got there, we've got the ends of the forks and what they're going to be. Things like brake pads and things. See if we can get in this without breaking anything. So we've got brake calipers into these struts where the wheels attach and everything. Various nuts and bolts, brake pads, and various connectors and things. So there's quite a lot of detail in there. And what else have we got? Okay, we've got a little bar rather than the screw that comes with the model. Use the bar there. And we've got some PE brake pads, a little decal sheet, okay, so that's how you make them up. So that's the bar, 20 wide to cut it through the middle, brake pads. Okay, so that's very interesting. Okay, and the exhaust. So all these by Hobby Design. So over here we have exhausts and silencer and bits and a bit of cowling at the bottom. There's various connectors and things. So that's to do with the suspension by the looks of it. Handlebars, little reservoir tanks as well. So quite a lot of this is duplicating things around the bike. And sheet of nuts, brake reservoir, I think it is, or suspension, one of them. Oh look, another little PE sheet, some more decals. So we got the making up the exhausts themselves with the springs. Various bits and pieces that are fitted around. So top of the suspension, I think. Back of the engine. Got footrests where everything fits on the bike, with extra tubes and things. And so for around the handlebars as well, quite a few extras on there. So yeah, got quite a lot of these detail up parts. So, all that back in there. Okay, so again, it's Hobby Design's detail upset. So, what do I get in here? More bubble wrap. And again, some 3D printed parts. So this is the detail part for the chain. So this, along with the chain from Falcon Models, should make quite a lot of detail. So there's some heads and nuts and things about. So we'll work out where they all go. There is a chain set you can make up in here, but as I say, I'll be using the Falcon model ones. So what else we get in here? Okay, so all the links for the chains, bag of little rivets, so we can work out where they go. All tiny little bits of things you can ping around your desk. See more ones, so they're all numbered so they can tell which ones are which. Okay, some springs. So they'll be for the exhaust. Again, some little grill things. So I think this is what's in the Falcon models. So whether we use those, these, or a combination, we'll have to have a look. Then we got the brackets for the hold the brakes, front and rear, I'm assuming. Okay. And here we have the instruction sheet. Tells you what you've got, how many of them, and then which parts get built up to make the brakes, and some detailing for the wheels, all sorts of bits and pieces around the model. And on the side, as I say, we won't be doing the chain, but as I say, we've got these parts which we use instead of the models, along with the other parts. Little rivets and things and nut heads to go around, and the springs for the brakes and things. So we'll work out where they all go with the instructions. And we have all the other P parts, like the brake discs. This is the number plate holder, other bits and pieces. There's cable ties and split pins and things, so we'll go through that and use what we're going to use. And so anything to do with the chain we won't be using, because we've already got that sorted out. So that is what's in the detailed up parts. So be careful to put those away again. Okay, so we'll have a look through the kit in a sec and see how that looks. Okay, so the instruction booklet. Notice all the paint call outs are all in the LP paints, which I haven't actually got any off, so we'll have to work out what the replacement colour is. And there's some X1s, the acrylic ones as well on there. So we'll, as I say, a little bit of homework for me to do. Ooh. That's a bit better. So as usual with the Tamiya models, we tend to start off with building up the engine, and then suspension parts into the frame, doing the chain. So you cut it on there, so I'll work out where to cut it with the chain. Rear wheel, fit that to the engine, to model, swing arm should I say. Builds up, got bike stand, exhausts, okay, radiator grills and covers, lots of wiring, through to the front wheel, front forks, into the brakes, handlebars, and then working around the body. Cowlings and things, there's lots of those. Fuel tank cover, front cowl, side cowls. So this is mostly red on here with some carbon fibre parts. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do it in black, so we'll work out what parts of the decals we'll use. So we might have to like cut away the red parts and then just use the carbon fibre parts as well. But so we'll work through that as we go through. And so I've got information sheet on there. As a little give a bit more background. And as usual, we've got the engine and things here within grey. Let's look at the chain. I haven't noticed that. It actually comes in two parts, so that will give a bit of detail, even if you did it just straight out of the box with a model kit. But as I say, we won't be using that particular part, so the engine comes in the grey. Small black screw which has bits of the exhaust, some cowling parts. These ones are the exhaust legs. Bodywork comes in the white. There's various parts of that. The bike stands in the white as well. And the frame and brakes and things there in the black. We have several clear parts, cowling and light covers and things on there, and then a little bag of nuts and springs and things, and the little grommets, tubing, and the front and rear wheels, and of course the little screwdriver on there. So looking forward to doing this. So compared with the artillery kit, this should go together very easily. So we'll have a bit of a tidy up. Stop knocking things over. Didn't see that. And so we'll come back when we start to making the engine, and we'll work out what's going to be painted, which colours and things. So we'll see in a moment when we start doing some building. Okay, so this is all the parts for the engine. So just cut them off the sprue, and what we'll do, we'll get them cleaned up. So get rid of the little nubs and things, and then we'll work out what colour everything is. There's a few connectors and things that go on the top. Then we'll work out any PE parts to go on. We'll throw a few, and then there's the clutch, which goes on this part. Okay, so we'll able to get those cleaned up, and we'll move on. Little box out. So we've got all the parts for the engine all cleaned up and denubbed. So just debating whether to, which would we do for me, paint it in parts and put it together, or build it all up and paint that way. But yeah, I'll have to just go through the these packs and things just to work out what extra bits. Like for example, there's some PE parts that now go on here where the exhaust pipes fit in, and on this one as well. So we'll have a look at that. And there's like a PE part that goes over the top of this. So there's lots of little bits and pieces that we can sort out first. So anyway, we've got lots of fun little boxes to go through. So that's where we're up to the moment. So I'll come back when I'm sticking things on the engine, and we'll have a look at that. See you in a sec. Okay, so what I've been up to. So I've got 2 PE gaskets, for want of a better word, and little resin screws. Just looking at this close up, there are a couple of them are a bit bent, so I'll see if we can get them to See how fiddly they are and tiny. Right, I think it's so small you're not going to really notice, but anyway, that's what I've been up to. So we've just got these to do as well. Basically what I've been doing is snipping them off quite near the top of the stalk underneath, and basically gluing them in place. So as you can see, pretty tricky to film. I'll see if I can film one of these, and then if it works, it'll be up next. Okay, so the part's cleaned up and primed, and I've used, what is it? UMP's gloss black primer. So that will be, it's sort of made for metals. And the engine is basically various shades of aluminium. Most of the block is sort of flat aluminium. The tops of the cylinder heads is shinier aluminium, and then there's goldy coloured for the cylinder heads and the side parts. And just realised I haven't put the PE part on that bit. I might leave it off. So here it goes. So these are sort of a gold buff sort of colour. It's the paint you mix up. I did these yesterday, so they've had plenty of time to dry. So then what I'll do is take out the flat aluminium and then spray most of the parts. I mean, not this one because it's black, gloss black or something like that. I'll have a look. And there's a bit of tubing as well that isn't silver. So we'll have a look through, and we'll get all the bits that need to have the flat aluminium on one tray and the rest of them on a different one, and we'll we get this sprayed up. Okay, so you can see I've painted everything. Got a lot more paint on. So this colour, I'm not 100% sure that it's right. The instructions said like 1 part titanium gold and 1 part buff, but that just looked like putty. So this is like sort of 90% titanium gold, it's easy for me to say, and a little bit of the buff. And go by the pictures on the box, which I can't show you at the moment, it's sort of not too bad. So anyway, that's what I've got. There's a PE part on the silver bit, and I've got to paint up this one, and there's little bits of PE bits that, all these tiny little ones here and along the bottom, various sizes for various bits, so we can get them stuck on. And then say we'll look at doing the other clutch, which is a detailed up part. There's the sump. So again, little PE parts to go on the top of there. For a change, to the engine in parts. It's actually made the masking quite a lot easier, because you see this part is the flat aluminium, and this top part is, I think I did it was only a couple of days ago, but I can't remember. I think I did it in metal coloured silver. Oh, this is burnt down, but coloured silver somewhere. Just to make it a shinier colour. And again, there's various PE parts to fit on here, and a couple of decals to put on. So I think what I'll do, I'll make the engine up together, and we'll start putting the little bits of PE parts and give it a wash and see how it looks. Okay, so I'll put this block together. So basically this part sort of fits into that little semicircle there, so you basically put that in and then this on there, so it sort of goes together slightly different from your normal engine blocks. Most of it's pretty simple. And then we'll fit everything together. We'll get up to this stage apart from doing the clutch, which I'll say I'll do as maybe as a separate part. So I use this part to get up to this part of it. So we'll get on with sticking things together. I'll just pause it for a sec while I get sorted out. So I'll start with the engine block. So I've got the one side and the V in the middle. Just glue that in, and then we'll put this side on. So 2 big lugs match up across there, so I'll get a bit of blob of extra thin on these bits. So we can see if there's a little lug in there that matches up, so you know where you are. So get a bit of glue in there. Okay, so we'll let that dry a bit, and then we'll put a bit more on. So back in a sec. Okay, that's got the block together, and looks okay so far. Put a couple of extra bits on. Then there's this part here fits in, and this sort of brackety effect, and you can see where exhaust manifolds, the nuts. Got a bit of extra detail on there. So I think what I'll do is let it dry a little bit more and sort of paint up some of these little seams. Yeah, so paint up these seams so if they cover up a little bit more, so it's a little bit obvious. And then we'll get on with putting some of the PE parts on bits, and then we can start fitting everything together. So as I say, we'll try and get it up to most of the engine complete apart from the clutch, which is, as I say, it's a detailed part on its own. So we'll leave that part off, and we'll come back and have a look at that maybe in a little bit later part. So as I say, that's where we're up to. So we'll let it dry a little bit more and then paint up some of these seams and see how it looks. Okay, moved on a bit with the engine. As you can see, I've put all the side panels and tops of the cylinders in, and on this part I've put the little PE parts, tops of the nuts and things. And then also with to live, because they're tiny little things, and I've put the rest of it, well, the rest of the chrome with, if you can find it, here it is. One of these liquid chrome Molitor pens. So we've got the engine mostly together. And there's one little decal, if you can remember where it is, on here, just shows the oil level. So what I'm going to do now is give it a spray with some gloss varnish. So I'm going to give it a bit of a wash over with the panel line wash, which strangely you can't actually get in this country. You have to order it from abroad. Anyway, we need to get some more of that. So I'm going to give it a wash over. Get some panel lines and things popping, and then we'll see what we get on. So there's a couple of the bits and pieces. I mean, there's the bit of tubing on the top to go on, and then that'll be this part finished. So let's make a start on some panel wash. Basically run it over, don't have too much on the brush. And you just rub it over, and gives you a bit more detail. It's got a rule of doing panel line washes is basically if it'll take a wash, do a wash. Because, say, unless you splodge it all over the place and make a complete mess of it, it can only improve. The look of your model just adds that little bit of depth. Is we'll just finish off down the bottom here, and we'll let this half dry, and then we'll move around, and then we'll come back when we've done it all, and we'll see what it looks like. If you think you put too much on, clean your brush and lift it off. You can also go around with the odorless thinners and tidy up as well, so I'll see how it looks and see whether there's any too darker bits. Do a bit of tidying up. So anyway, that's that part done. Looks better already. So we'll come back when I've done the rest of it and it's all nice and dry, and then we can move on and just finish off the engine. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, that's got the wash all over the engine. You can see around here sort of give us a bit more detail. It's a bit a bit shadowy look, and I've given it a clean over with some of the odorless thinners. So a couple of more bits to put on, and then that's the engine done. So next one is this bit of tubing. I think it goes to the radiator. So there's a big spike sticking up there, and a big hole on the bottom. The pipes join up to got a little bit sticking out inside the engine, so we get a bit of glue in that. The last piece is, so it goes over the top, so go the right way around. These pegs are slightly bigger than these, so it's corresponding slightly bigger and slightly smaller holes. Okay, so that's the engine done. So that's the end of part one of this build of Tamiya's Ducati Superleggera V4. So the next one we'll move on through the instructions. There's a lot more resin parts in the next bit. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave me a comment and I'll do get back to you, and see you in the next part. Thanks very much.